Most of all Florida's clients are concentrated in what we call the mid-market space, typically 20, 25 to 200 or 300 employees. And we have some terrific technology that fits that perfectly. Okay. Those firms also have HR needs, and there's a lot of different places to put information, a lot of things that need to be retained, but most of the clients in our wheelhouse don't have the scale to make another big, expensive investment in an HRIS system. So PlatinumPay, for many of these folks, is a free, easy add-on because it comes with PlatinumPay software. I want to show you some of the advanced places that you can house HR information and what some of those things can do to kind of improve your daily workflow. We're going to start by visiting the Employee tab down here at the bottom left and the familiar Employee Setup screen. Okay, we're on Kurt Cole. Okay, we can tell that. I want to zero in on one particular tab here. Okay, again, these are all familiar to daily users. The HR QuickView. This is where you kind of get a lot of free value out of PlatinumPay. Some clients don't use this at all. Some use it very aggressively. Okay, it's just another place to put information to allow fingertip access. There's a bunch of different sub-tabs. In this miscellaneous field, we got some veteran and citizenship info, driver's license information. There's user-defined fields to put a bunch of just random info. A lot of these tabs are just built to ask the right questions, okay, to give you that layout formatting that you probably would expect. Emergency contacts, okay, family members and employers, education, and different kind of training that I have. It's asking common, sensible questions. There's a couple of these tabs, though, that I want to demonstrate because this is where it can get a little bit fun. In reviews, for instance, I'm going to categorize a review, okay? This date, as I start to fill this out, is typically the day that it happened. Okay, so let's just pretend like on a day in 2009, Jim was the reviewer, and it's review time. Okay, so whatever the information is, the trigger field here that's fun to play with here is next review. And I'm going to put a date out here, and this is the next time we're going to take a look at Kurt and do a review. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save. Okay, now, interesting enough, you have to trust me on this. This is a date, actually next week, but it's within the next 30 days. Okay, that's a little hint. That's going to be important here in a second. Reminders kind of works the same way. I'm going to put a reminder out here. Talk with Kurt. And we're going to have a follow-up. And again, that is our trigger date. So we're going to put something out there in the next 30 days. Again, hint, hint, that's going to be real important. Okay. Now, you can see over here under these, the icons, some of these are so actively used that there's actually icons built. So reminders, for instance, you can see it just populated a different way. But again, we were on the Employee Setup, the HR Advanced, or the HR QuickView. Okay. Now, let me show you what happens with those trigger dates. As a PlatinumPay user, you're probably real familiar with this PlatinumPay Today screen. When you log in, this is what we call the 30-day dashboard. These are things that are happening in the next 30 days. There's a birthday coming up. Okay, incidentally, this is not an age. This is the employee number. Okay. In the next 30 days, we're going to have this birthday. We're going to have some anniversaries of hire. We've got some upcoming reviews and reminders. Look familiar? Okay, so here's a way to have kind of a tickler list built into our employee information. So because these are in the next 30 days, okay, and we can go down here and drill down into this information. Same thing with reviews. We can see all that information. So it's just convenient and kind of a fun way of doing it. Some clients that have a lot of data like to use this Today dashboard because it gives them a graphical look as this compiles here. I'll give you an example of what's coming up. Just kind of another pretty way of looking at that information. So it's a real easy to use function. That's the little bit of a deeper dive into where some of the HR information can be stored. Feel free to take advantage of that.